I don't believe you have to know me all that well to kind of figure out what I'm feeling. I pretty much wear my heart on my sleeve, as most people sort of do. We can tell when someone is sad or hurt or happy or content by the facial expressions, voice, and their demeanor. Back in the day, people tore their clothes as an outward sign of their grief and sorrow on the inside. Back then, people didn't have nearly as many clothes as we do today. So, in the most practical of ways, they were more valuable to them than they are to us today. What happens when we tear our clothes? Well, we usually just throw them away. They become disposable or not worth the effort to cost and repair them. Yet, in some cases, we do have them mended because they're worth it. The people of Israel were feeling sorry for themselves for all the disobedience and denial of God. Bad things were happening as they separated themselves, even in the smallest ways. Look at Joel chapter 2, verses 12 through 17, and read about how he brought them the good news of God's love and how God was waiting for them to return to him. God told them to go ahead and show how sorry they were on the outside by tearing all the clothes they wanted, but that he would know if their hearts were broken with sincerity and grief and remorse. If the latter was the case, he would heal them. Today is Ash Wednesday and the beginning of Lent. Lent is the 40 days, not counting Sundays, before Easter. Many people have ashes placed on their foreheads or sometimes their hand in the shape of a cross as an outward sign of how they feel on the inside. We spend the Lenten season preparing our hearts for Easter by making changes in our lives to bring us closer to God. Lent shouldn't be a countdown to Easter or something that we have to get through, but instead it should be a chance to remove things that distract us in life that can take away our focus from Jesus. We can fool people many times as to how we actually feel. We put smiles on our faces every time we walk into the sanctuary or fellowship hall and answer, "We're doing fine, thank you," each time we're asked. We act like all is going great and we don't have any worries. We can put on that mask, and change our voices and walk with confidence. Yet even now, with whatever degree of outward insincerity we have, Jesus knows our hearts. We can't fool him. May this year's season of Lent not only offer us the opportunity to give up the things separating us from him, but to take on things that will bring us closer. Now is that season, and now is that time. Remember, Jesus knows your heart, and he's waiting for you. I hope to see you soon at church, and until then, faith, hope, and love. Amen.